Flux is essentially a decentralized platform that can be likened to a decentralized version of popular cloud services like Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, or Amazon Web Services. In the realm of decentralized computing, Flux stands out by offering cost-effective alternatives for various tasks such as hosting your own WordPress website. The cost calculator on Flux suggests that it could be notably more economical than using mainstream cloud services. What sets Flux apart is its status as a Layer 1 solution, providing hosting capabilities that are seen as essential. Described as the next-generation computational network on its website, Flux distinguishes itself from many other altcoins by presenting a tangible and operational value proposition. This expresses confidence in Flux, particularly considering its modest market cap of $179 million, which seems quite reasonable given its potential in the decentralized web hosting and computation market. While we haven't invested in Flux yet, it has piqued our interest and made our way onto their watch list for further considerations. Let's address a concern with Flux. Their XDAO, or Decentralized Autonomous Organization, on Flux.io has seen no past proposals since 2021, raising questions about its activity. With only 4 proposals ever approved, this lack of momentum is worrisome for potential investors. Additionally, Flux proof-of-work system, while good for security, possesses a downside for investors due to constant dilution from mining. The distribution splits 50% of proof-of-work miners and 50% to nodes handling website hosting and data management. There are also reservations about Flux being mirrored on the other networks like Solana, Binance Smart Chain, and Ethereum. This expansion aimed at gaining exposure introduces potential security risk when transferring tokens between different chains, posing a risk of hacking and draining tokens. I prefer to invest in Layer 1 cryptocurrencies for the long term. Many tokens in the crypto space, often associated with big marketing campaigns, tend to lack enduring value. Marketing fizzles out over time, and success in the crypto requires distinguishing between mere marketing and lasting value. While tokens may experience quick pumps, they often lack sustainability. In the case of Flux, we note that the project has introduced various tokens, possibly as a marketing strategy to attract more investors. However, the chart shows erratic pumps followed by quick dumps, indicating instability. We see that the number of wallets holding significant amounts of Flux is relatively concentrated, with a small percentage of holders owning a substantial portion of the supply. This concentration raises concerns about decentralization, especially given Flux's claim to be a decentralized computing power platform. Despite being Flux in the market for a considerable time, the distribution of its token is not ideal, particularly when compared to smaller projects. The top 300 holders control a significant percentage of the supply, suggesting a lack of widespread ownership. The distribution of Flux holders appears surprisingly limited, with just 68,000 addresses holding over $1 worth of Flux, as observed from the official Explorer. This count seems remarkably small, especially considering Flux's emphasis on the decentralized hosting and proof-of-work. When examining the market cap of around $150 million alongside approximately 70,000 addresses, each holder averages about 2,000 Flux. While this ratio is relatively acceptable compared to other chains, we would anticipate a more extensive network of addresses given Flux's identity as a Layer 1 platform. Digging deeper into the data, only 6,000 addresses boast over $1,000 in Flux, indicating a relatively small community of substantial holders. This seems disproportionately low for a project focused on decentralized hosting and proof-of-work. Despite these concerns, it's worth noting that other cryptocurrencies exhibit worse distribution ratios. We've reviewed numerous coins on our website and YouTube channel to provide insights for making informed investment decisions and avoiding potential pitfalls in the crypto space. We are still inclined to give Flux 5 stars despite a couple of concerns. One notable issue is limited number of holders, although it's deemed acceptable. Another downside is that Flux, despite being around for a while and seeming attractive, is not listed on Coinbase. While there's plenty of both quality and junk on Coinbase, the absence of a decent project on the platform raises questions. However, given Flux's unique Layer 1 status, listing difficulties might explain to this omission. On the positive side, the network itself is thriving with significant usage. It boasts an impressive 3,400 terabytes of storage, 254 terabytes of RAM, and 95,000 computer cores. The network utilizes Flux for payments, providing a clear use case for the cryptocurrency. We praise the substantial computing power of the network and notes the availability of Crypto.com for those interested in paying with Flux. Now let's talk about the Zelcore wallet. The Zelcore wallet, a part of Flux ecosystem, offers a versatile set of features and is available for download on various platforms including Mac, PC, Linux, and mobile devices through app stores. It boasts biometric locks and customizable security levels, accommodating different user preferences. Positive reviews on app stores indicate active user engagement. What sets Flux apart according to our analysis is its tangible delivery on promises in contrast to some cryptocurrencies with higher market caps but dubious fundamentals. We emphasize the significance of fundamental strength in the long crypto investments, with projects built on solid foundation tending to perform better over time. In the case of Flux, there's an optimistic outlook, and we even contemplate the potential for substantial growth, possibly achieving a 100-fold increase or 100x. Overall, the Zelcore wallet and the Flux ecosystem showcase practicality and a commitment to real-world utility. Flux's potential success hinges on the adoption by blockchain developers, particularly those involved in WordPress, who might find it more cost-effective for hosting. The cost advantage, as evidenced by the calculator, would attract critical adoption, especially if it becomes a preferred option for WordPress developers seeking cheaper alternatives to centralized computing networks. There's potential for Flux to thrive, especially if there's a broader trend against Amazon Web Services. However, there are notable risks. Despite cost advantages, Flux faces stiff competition from established centralized providers like Google Cloud, which already has a vast user base and robust infrastructure. The challenge for Flux lies in building network effects and gaining traction through word-of-mouth marketing, particularly among developers and businesses looking for cost-efficient hosting solutions. While there's a scenario where Flux could experience substantial growth, we recognize inherent challenges. The dominance of centralized competitors, coupled with Flux's limited marketing budget, makes widespread adoption a challenging task. Success relies on overcoming these hurdles and creating a compelling value proposition that resonates with developers and businesses. We also remain attentive to potential shifts in sentiment, such as negative narratives about centralized hosting, which could impact Flux's fortunes in the market. Overall, Flux presents an interesting opportunity, but it comes with significant risks and uncertainties in a competitive landscape dominated by established players. The potential for Flux to experience a surge in value relies on increased development within the crypto app space. However, there are significant challenges, notably competition from platforms like Internet Computer, which boast advanced technology, a larger team, and a proof-of-stake model with an infinite supply. Our skepticism regarding Flux reaching $40 stems from its direct competition with Internet Computer, a platform that is technologically superior and offers a broader range of functionalities. While Flux excels in hosting, it lacks the comprehensive decentralized computing ecosystem provided by its competitor. Despite Flux's current success in hosting, questions linger about its long-term viability, especially as competitors like Internet Computer advance. The dominance of major players like Google and Amazon further complicates Flux's potential for significant growth. The crypto landscape is dynamic, and our goal is to provide honest review and insights.